Hello guys and welcome to Bush Life. Today I'm starting off at the water flood meter balcony thingy. I still need a name for this. And today marks the beginning of, well, a new beginning. Because as of today, I'm going to be starting a new mega project. As the bush tent is pretty much complete, I just need to get a few supplies for the pond and we are done there. It's time to start moving on to the next big project, which is the Bush Tent 2.0 basically. I don't have an official name yet. Now, if I were to get caught down here, obviously what's getting found is the bush tent, meaning I've been busted. And at the moment, if I were to get busted, it sparks the end of the series, and all my hard work has practically been for nothing. Although let's hope we don't get busted. But let's say if I were to get busted, if I had a backup bush tent to go to, I'd be able to regroup and I wouldn't have to start from complete scratch. So today, I'm going to be finding that spot and putting this down. Now, the current bush tent is supposed to be glamorous, it's supposed to be amazing, it's supposed to be this really noticeable thing in a way, without being noticeable. This new project is going to be more blended in, so that if you were to walk past it, you wouldn't really think much of it, but under the surface, it's a bush tent. So this is going to be the fail-safe bush tent, I guess, for if things were to go wrong and I get busted at the main tent. It's not all doom and gloom, and I do have a backup to work on from there. So the next few episodes are going to be solely focused on building up the fail-safe tent. Let's call it that. There we go, the fail-safe tent. So, let's head off in this direction and see if I can find a good hidden spot away from properties. Just walking through, big bush here with my brick, and a very, very sore toe from episode 38 when I cut it. I think I've got something else in it now, like a little prickle or something, because every step I take, shooting pain goes up through it. Oh yeah, that ain't very pleasant. But I'm in the thick of the bush right now, so I'm pretty sure somewhere in here I'll be able to find a spot to lay low and start the fail-safe tent. Somewhere that it can easily be built and blend in with its surroundings. Quite in the thick of the bush now. Doesn't get more bushy than this. Or does it? We'll have to find out the further we go in. I'm trying to stay on a relatively flat path because of my feet. Look at this log here. Oh, through a crud. Got a massive spider on my arm. Let's just dump that there. Is it off? No, it's not. I think it's crawling back up. Let's put my phone through and cut it loose. Crud, now it's on my phone. Now it's somewhere. I hit it on the branch. Hopefully that's that problem solved. Alright, I can see a house just through there. So, maybe not that close to a new house. Just trying to get all the cobwebs off. What is that? Hold up. What is this? What on earth? There's another piece down there. So you guys know, I'm a little bit unfamiliar with this part of the bush. Where I've explored, it's all down that way, which is where the bush tent is, down here. I've been down here before, but it's not exactly known to me. Ooh. There's something in there as well. So I'm going to have to make sure there's nothing like properties in the surrounding areas, because I don't want to go from getting busted to getting busted twice in a row. Let's try breaking this. Alright, let's move this along. What on earth? I have no idea what this is, but I could use it in building. That area down there looks like it's been cleared out, so that's possibly a property as well. It's funny, the more you look, the more you realise just how little bush there actually is in between the properties. But just from first glance, this looks real thick and real massive, but just to give you a sense of where we are, I don't know if you guys can see it actually. Actually, yeah, you can. See that right there, that little black thing? Right, yep, there. That is the path down to where I get the water to water the plants. So really, we ain't that far away from where we'd usually walk, to be honest. And just down there is where me and my beautiful partner have had a picnic or two. So I'm starting to memorize the area a bit. I have been down here. I memorized this here mostly from filming a short film, but that's about the most memories I have with here. Anyways, enough on that stuff. Let's continue to look for a lovely little spot. Now this is the spot. This is where we had our picnic. It's also where we saw a possible shadow figure standing just over there. So just like that, I'm leaving this spot. Okay, now that's a tree branch. It looked like actual wood for a second, like it's been done up. Just down here should go down into the creek if I'm correct. Yep. The creek is just down there. What do we got down this way? It's quite thick with all the trees. Now, I do have to keep the flood situation in mind, because that can pose an issue. Because I'm not too sure how high it comes up in this zone. But by the looks of it, considering all these washed up pieces, it's quite far. But if we look just through here, we've got another piece. I don't know what these are. I don't know whether to be cautious about it or not. Alright, I reckon I'm going to leave my brick there because my fingers are slowly getting torn off having to carry that through everything. So to avoid that, I'm just going to leave them there. Property marker maybe? Not too sure, but there's definitely some stuff right through there. Alright. Feels like there's a bit of a pathway through here. We're in the thick of the bush now. It's very dense in here. Interesting. Yeah, there's definitely a property or something in there. What is that? I have no idea what that is. I'm going to try get a bit of a closer look just so I know what exactly we're dealing with here. It's quite hot out today, I will say. Looks like the remnants of a car. Some containers down that way. I don't want to get too close because I don't want to get spot, but there is definitely something in there. So let's take a closer look, see what I can see. Little pink marker on the tree there. The house is just through there, but in here there appears to be the leftovers of cars and whatnot. Doesn't look like anything too interesting though, so I'm just going to leave it, obviously, because it ain't my stuff, but also it's a little further away than I originally thought, so I don't think they're going to come knocking down here anytime soon, unless I give them a reason to. But either way, the house is quite far back, and it doesn't look like they seem to come down that side of their yard quite frequently, so I really don't think that any of that is going to be any sort of problem. But now the next problem is there's a house just on the other side of the creek there. So got to figure out. Yeah, that's in a bit of a viewing. Easy view, so doing anything here is kind of off limits. Crud. Cut my toe. Oh well, I'll live. But if I head further this way, which is 100% new territory for me, I have never gone through here. Let's see what I can find. You can tell that I've never been down here because none of the ground is flattened from being walked on before. It is all completely new to me. I have no idea what is down this way, and I'm kind of interested to find out. Here lies brand new bush, and by the looks of something, there's something just in there. Oh, some real sharp stuff going around my legs in here. Huh. What is that? Appears to be some sort of pellet in a tree, and that. This I'd say floods though, all in here. You can tell by the way everything's all built up, but what is through here? I believe this is a property, but it's hard to tell. Then again, I'm not seeing any hang on, actually no, there's some fencing there. Oh no, there is fencing, I'm seeing it now. Alright, so that's the property up in there, so I'm not going to go in there. But I'd say this is all, it's quite low down next to the creek. This, I'd say, would all go under when it floods. It's quite interesting, checking out all these new places I haven't been. Something moving in the leaves over there. I ain't too sure what, but I've never seen this part of the creek before. Interesting to see. I guess there's only so much further this way I can go though, without having to tread back from hitting a dead end. All over there's overgrown. That goes into a property. There's something moving in the bushes. I don't know what it is, but it's on the other side of the creek, so it should be fine. Never mind, that's now happening on this side of the creek, just down in there. What is that? Is it a snake? It's quite the drop down there. Alright, well, best I tread carefully from here on out. Not too sure what that could be. Huh. Looks like I've hit about as far as I'm gonna get. What is that? It's everywhere. But unfortunately, this is where my journey ends in going in this direction, as fence all here indicates a property. And there's movement up in the yard, so that indicates to me people, which means leave now. Seems to be a bit of a dam just in there, but I need to go because this doesn't look good. Holding a camera, looking at their property, this will not look good. I need to skedaddle, because if that is people coming, this is game over just like that. Duck. To avoid getting any closer, I'll go through this path through here. Hope there's no snakes. There's another one of those things. What are those, if anyone knows? Hang on, it's got words. Indoor unit. Emergency switch. Cool heat. Is this aircon? I think it's an aircon piece. Remove the front panel. Come on. I think this is a aircon. Room temperature or refrigerant pipe. Yeah, this has to be aircon. But why is there so many old aircon pieces out here? I don't understand. It's so weird. Alright, well. Oh, there's another one. What on earth? Why is there so many? Well, building anything here would be stupid. It's way too close to the creek. So, best I get on my way. What is that? Yeah, this is all too low for anything to be put here. It all gets washed away in no time. So, this is all off limits. Interesting. I've crossed here before. If I'm correct, there should be a rusty pipe down here. Oh, there's something in the water. Alright. Careful now. There's no time to get eaten by a treacherous snake. It's so dried up. This is usually flowing. Yeah, see, there's the pipe. You usually can't see it because of all the water. Jump over. Oh, it's slippery still. Here, it's so dried up. You can usually see about this far. Just this here pokes out. All of that is usually under, but not today. No, I want to see if I can see what's underneath, so I'm going to hopefully not drop my phone in the water. I don't know if you guys saw anything. I obviously couldn't see it because of the way I had to hold my phone to do that. But it'd be interesting to look back at the footage and see if there's anything interesting under there. Hopefully not a demon. Alright, we're coming back up onto the high ground, which is where I want to be. This is a nice little secure spot in here, actually. Hold on a second. What's we got season here is... I reckon we just got ourselves a bingo with this spot right here. The only question is, where am I? I reckon this is the perfect spot for the fail-safe bunker. I mean tent. Or whatever I was calling it, something to do with fail-safe. Alright, so there's that little marker thing. So the brick, I'm pretty sure, should just be over here actually. I really don't think it's far. It should just be right there. So it is quite the walk to get here, but that means it's far away from the bush tent, so if it were to get busted, this should be a nice and concealed area. And now that I've seen the area, I can start designing what exactly I'm going to do here. And hopefully floodwaters don't make it up here. They shouldn't, but you never know. And that marks the fail-safe bunker. Looks like there's been some kangaroos here. Left their droppings behind, but you know what? We've already got ourselves a seat. It's very nice. The question is, what do I do here? I'm not going to bother having like a roof or anything like that. It's just going to be a nice little area hidden away. I might put some logs behind here and then dump some stuff in there to keep, but it's not going to be anything too flash. I might put a little border around it. You never know, there's all these little trees here to conceal me. So it is quite a hidden and honestly cozy spot. I do quite like this. So expect to see more of this area in the coming episodes as I figure out what I do down here. And I will start building next episode something. I'm gonna end the episode here now, take a few photos so I can start designing what I'm gonna do. And if you guys enjoyed, there's a button just down there. You can stick around. I'd appreciate if you did. See you guys in the next one. Hang on a second. We ain't done here yet. If you remember, on the bridge episode, I said I saw half a surfboard hanging above, or a boogie board hanging above the creek. Oh, look what I just found. The surfboard's other half, buried up on land, all the way up here. The bridge is nowhere near here, not in the slightest way near here at all. But yet here it is, the other half. I don't see how that's possible. How can there be one half of the surfboard that looks like it's been buried here for absolute years, and then another half just all the way down that way, hanging above the creek? How? And then there's all these weird aircon pieces littered throughout, all down here. And I've found children's shoes in here before. Up that way, mind you, so nowhere near where any floodwater would be able to get to put it there. This bush is quite mysterious. And considering the paranormal stuff that I've experienced down here, you never know what's going on out there in the bush when I'm not here, during the night. It's all very strange, I must say. Very, very strange. I just don't understand it. How does that work? I guess in the coming episodes, we shall see what happens. So do stay tuned, as it seems there's more than just me trying to build a bush tent happening down here. Was that footsteps down there? I just heard something on the back wall of the tent. There's nothing there. I guess it could just be a leaf falling on the back. Maybe I'm just paranoid after today's events. But I will look more into this interesting stuff that is happening down here.